Welcome to the Kind K Show. Here's what we speak up on a Monday Madness. We back y'all top of the week. Are the Browns sabotaging S.Sanders' career? This is what we're going to talk about and more after the break.
In order to have anything in this world, you must speak up on it. In order to have anything in this world, you must speak up on it. Oh, that you're partying in Versace, she don't want it. She like it hot just like a coffee in the morning. And if you want it, then you gotta speak up on it. Said if you want it, then you better speak up on it. Speak up on it. Speak up on it. Speak up on it.
All right, we back, y'all. We back, y'all.
Woo!
Top of the week. Monday Madness. D Mac is back from getting his lay on. You know what I'm saying? Getting his lay on out there in Hawaii. Took the girls,
Man,
dropped them off. You know what I'm saying? Bless them for the upcoming school year, man. I hope they enjoy themselves. You know what I mean?
appreciate it. And they said thank you for your donation too, brother.
Absolutely. Shit. We always take care of the kids. You know what I'm
Got
saying?
got to, man. That was
That'll-
the hardest one of the hardest things I ever had to do.
Oh man.
I believe that children are our future.
Getting back on that plane and they ain't coming
Treat them
with me.
well.
Hey, bro. Look.
Let them
Ah,
lead the way.
Hey, man. Look here. You know what we
Show them
say?
all the beauty they have inside.
Hey, we had the. What was that song they said? The Carpenters. We only just begun. We've only just begun to
right.
live.
To live. That was at
Yeah,
every damn graduation in the mid 70s to mid 80s.
that was it. The Carpenters.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Didn't they die in a plane crash? I think so. Something like that.
This is what song they should have been playing.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yep. So, anyways, they off to see the wizard. All right. So, anyways, man. So, look, man, we had the last week of preseason games happened last week in the NFL. We had some college games that jumped off. We had some interesting games on college. That first game was a nice one. Kansas State, Iowa State. It was a little bit sloppy in the beginning due to I think the weather conditions and it being the first game. But it was two top 25 teams playing against each other.
Yeah.
One I
Hey,
think was 22, and the other one was 17. And
before we go any further on this, I just want to say something.
mhm.
From here on out, and I'm asking for 47 to make this a law. There shouldn't be any outdoor sporting events, that's football, that's golf, played anywhere east of the state of Nevada.
He said Nevada.
You watch golf on TV, it's always rain and thunderstorms. They play college football, they lead the U.S. to go over to Dublin Island, it's raining. It ain't raining in L.A. nowhere. They just threw up a flash flood somewhere. It ain't raining in LA. We
Hey,
got enough football stadiums. We
Tim,
could play 5 college games a day at El Camino College.
I know,
Easy.
but Tim, that's the beauty of the sport, bro. That it can be played in all terrains, dog. That's why we.
I don't want to play my first game in Dublin, Ireland in the rain.
Well, here's the
First of all,
thing.
that's
Here's the
that's
thing. No,
that's
no.
one
Now
problem.
I do have a problem with that part of it. Playing it in Dublin, Ireland, because they were going around asking questions to the people of Ireland. Shout out to the people of Ireland. And even though they packed the house and they was cheering and like they didn't know what the hell they didn't know what a damn how much points you get for a touchdown, how many
Uh,
yards it takes to get a first down. They didn't know who the damn mascots were on the team that was out representing. They were
who,
out there
who
playing.
who played out there?
Kansas State and Iowa State.
Oh, that's who
And
played
Iowa
out there.
State.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, man. That's it's enough. It's already enough that they was playing. It's hard enough to play a conference game as your first game of the season anyway.
Right.
But but then to have to play that
In
far away,
Dublin.
it's one thing to be on a mutual site, but damn, you done messed up time zones and all kind of stuff, and it's a conference game. That's a little much, but
Dublin.
they got money for it.
We,
They They obviously got enough money to make it lucrative for the schools, and they cool with it. So
And the people didn't learn nothing more than they can have two or three more beers in the fourth quarter because they don't put a cap on the
they don't
alcohol.
they don't cap the
Ain't,
alcohol in
ain't no
Dublin.
last call for alcohol at that game.
Only team should be playing over there is Notre Dame.
You're
put,
right.
put the Irish in Ireland if you want to do that once a year. I'm sure that'd be great. But for them to put two teams that these people ain't never heard of, probably wasn't
Right.
much probably wasn't much fun. But
But hey, yeah,
whatever.
again,
But
we
it was
got
a good game. It was a good game. So
yeah, we got two major football stadiums out here. We got a lot of soccer field. We can play all that shit out here, no rain at all. Make a whole lot of money for the city of LA.
bring them on.
Hey, football. Terry McLaurin finally signed 3 years, 96 million with the Raiders.
Woohoo!
He got paid.
Okay,
Woohoo!
wait a minute. Hold that thought because since we were talking about the Dublin Ireland thing, right?
Yeah.
I wanna bring this up. Um, let's see if I can pull it up here. Here we go. I don't know if y'all aware of this, but Kansas State's quarterback Avery Johnson's brother and father got into a fight outside the stadium after the game in the damn rain.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all heard about this.
Yeah, I saw the video of it.
Okay, well we about to watch it
Yeah,
because here we go. Uh, you tell me look at this shit.
So who is who though?
His
Well,
father's the one with the bald head. His
and a
brother's the one on the
jersey on.
ground with the braids. His father's on top of his brother right here. Say it again. His father was
so
right here, and his brother's right here on the ground with his head all in the water. Now here's now I got two couple things with this here. Couple things. Never in my life have I ever even thought about raising my hand to my parents. Now, no
come on,
matter it don't matter
come on,
at any age,
come on.
at any age would I ever, because I would have thought that would have been the last day I've been on this earth, bro. And
Hey,
I'm telling you, the way, hey, bro, look,
that'd been some Marvin Gaye shit all over again.
hey, look here. That's why you can understand. That's why we can empathize with Marvin Gaye pops.
Yeah.
You know, when you trying to jump on your son, I mean, when your son trying to jump on you in his house, we empathize with some. Yeah, we didn't want nothing to happen tomorrow, but we can understand it, bro. You cannot
No.
ever,
What
ever,
the
ever,
hell? And
ever, ever, ever,
what
ever,
could
ever.
they possibly have been fighting about? What?
I don't know, bro. I'm sure alcohol had to be involved. Must have had to be. Alcohol had to be involved, dog. I just can't fathom you ever getting in a confrontation with your pops where y'all rolling around outside the stadium
In
out
public.
in Ireland.
In Ireland, in
In,
Ireland.
in public.
Yeah, and your son is the QB.
Right. Come on. What are we doing here?
Bro,
What are we
how
doing?
embarrassing. So they issued a statement apologizing for their actions, but be that as it may, bro. I don't know. I don't know what he said to Pops, but Pops wasn't having it. You saw him on top of him trying to choke him, like he was trying to choke him to death. And they
And
was trying to pull him.
you know what's probably crazy as hell? Is they probably had to ride next to each other on the plane on the way home.
Oh,
Right.
you know they did.
They
Yeah,
bought the
they,
tickets together.
hey, they had no separate seats.
Right, right,
That
right.
it
You know
wasn't
they
for
bought the
that
tickets
you're gonna
together.
get into an altercation with your own daddy on the plane. I
Hey,
mean,
I had a
before the game.
special microphone that was up under the fight, and this is what was said. That's what started the whole thing in the first place.
Ah man,
Oh man, what's that?
that's
Yeah,
just bad business.
it's terrible, dog. That's terrible. Like,
Ludicrous.
I'm just saying, though, dog. Come on, dog. You can't represent, and they got the jerseys on with their name on the back of it, so you know it is
That's
right.
you. That's your people's.
Yeah, got your name on the Johnson on the back with with the number two jersey on your t-shirt and on your jersey, bro.
God, dog. After
God,
the
dog.
game, you fighting your dad in the parking lot.
Oh my god, bro.
I
Hey,
just,
hey, Kybe,
oh
you
no.
remember how tall our pops is?
Yeah.
And when we was 5 inches smaller, and he was 2 inches taller, there was no way in hell that we even had the thought in our mind
Man,
to
please.
want to square up with that man that's
I
6 feet
mean,
8, two
Hey,
come
hundred and thirty
on,
pounds.
come
it
on.
don't even matter. Hey, Mike, listen to me, bro. And this is real talk. My grandfather was all a bit maybe 5'7", but all his sons was 6'3" and 6'2" and taller. One was 6'1", one other was 6'2", and I'm 6'3". And they would never in their life, if
Never
you ask
test.
me,
Never
never
test.
in their life even try to test him because he wasn't no. My daddy was scared of him. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And my daddy ain't scared of nobody, but my grandfather, shit, boy, please. Let me tell you something. He wasn't but 5'7", 100 and probably 30, 40 pounds maybe, soaking
Right.
wet. But he was the business. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? He was
Yeah.
with that smoke, man. I'm telling you. So you just don't, that's just type of stuff. I don't care who you are, a parent. Don't you ever in your life raise your hand. You ain't supposed to talk back to your parents like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can have your opinion, but you remember they used to always say, "Who you talking to? Who you talking back to?" And you'd be like, "Yeah,
And once you hear that, who you talking to?
yeah,
All bets
yeah,
is
yeah,
off.
yeah, yeah,
Shut it
yeah."
up.
Hey, dog. And your pops was like our parent because he was our coach. So
Right,
coaches are like parents too,
right,
right? Your
Right.
right.
coach is like your parent too, and shit, we all treat your daddy like he our pop. I remember that
It's,
time we
it's
was over your
right.
house and Russ J was little had a little bit too much,
A
and
little too much,
pops had to shut it down. You know what I'm saying?
Shut it down.
and
Done.
indeed he did.
Yeah. So and did you hear Russ J say anything back?
Not another word.
But it
Absolutely.
ain't. I mean, we ain't locking like, but he was just giving. What I'm saying is, it's the respect factor.
It's the
This
respect
is,
factor.
yeah. This is pops. We don't
Yeah.
talk. No matter what it is, we don't do that. You know what I'm saying to our elders, bro. At any age, and we fully grown. Shit, we in our 40. We 40 some years old, and we still wouldn't do it. You know what I'm talking about? So
Nope,
Right.
yeah. So
nope.
that kind of stuff can't go down. Y'all you must be out your mind. Don't you never in your life talk to your
Clean,
parents like that or
clean
raise
that
your
up.
hand to your parents? Yeah, you tripping.
Clean that up.
Yeah, you tripping. But anyways, okay, so going. So we got you said Terry McClear. What's his name? McClearland.
McLaren
McLaren
for the
uh,
He got his contract. Who
got
else?
his 3 year, 96 million, so he's in. What DMAC didn't you say? What's his name from Cincinnati?
Hendricks, Hendrickson
Signed?
from the Bengals. He settled his holdout with a 1 year, 30 million extension and a $14 million raise for this year. So they got him signed for another year, this year, next year at market rate, at his market rate. So uh, he'll be back on the field for opening day. We still working on Micah, right?
We're gonna come. We're gonna do some straight ass straight cash. That's gonna be one of the things.
All right, all
That's
right.
gonna be one. That's gonna be one of the straight ass straight cash. We're gonna talk about that. Uh, and who else? Who else was anybody? Any other contract disputes?
I don't.
Everybody else pretty much signed, ready to
Everybody,
go. Huh?
yeah, everybody's good. It's time to play. It's time to start the season. So
Time to get it on.
all these dudes that was been taking their little sabbaticals from didn't want to go through camp as much. They all back now. So we ready to start this season off.
Okay, so we got just briefly. We're gonna talk about Shador. We'll talk about Shador Sanders. A lot of people, the headlines were they were asked the coach in an interview, and I just thought this was just. I don't even know how you even fix your mouth to ask a coach some shit like this. Or are you purposely sabotaging Shador Sanders' career? Like
Like
you,
you
you
gonna answer
gonna
that,
say even if he was,
right? Like you gonna say, "Oh yeah,
yeah,
come on
that's
now,
what I'm doing. That's what we're doing.
yeah, come
I
on now."
mean, I mean, I don't know which reporters did that or asked that or whatever, but he should never be allowed to ask any more questions. And
Don't bring.
it's a such thing as tough
Well,
questions.
if I said if it was a female, I guess I'd be a chauvinist, huh? But it
No,
was a
no,
female.
no, no. Well, I'm just saying, we know it was, we know who it was, but I'm just saying you should never be able to ask questions ever again. Come on, like what you think this man gonna say? Don't ask no stupid, you know, don't ask no dumbass question like that.
Next,
You know what I mean?
next question. Yeah, next question.
Yeah. Like, come on, bro. Like, stop it. And then now he played poorly, right? He did play poorly, and but you know, and we can't really make excuses. I'm not gonna make excuses for him playing poorly because I didn't make excuses for him the first time when he played good
Right.
with some of the same type of talent. Now, granted, he did have a lot of receivers out there with 30 numbers on, and we know receivers don't wear 30 numbers, right? Not generally, right? So we know those were guys that probably going to be insurance agents and, um, over the counter, working at Walmart, maybe
Right.
in a week or so, or a car salesman, something like that. That's going to be their job. We know
Yeah.
they're not going to be in the league because you typically don't see receivers wearing 30 numbers uh,
No. No.
in the NFL. In the NFL, I'll just say that. So, and someone that was asking Kurt Warner made a statement saying that he was looking forward to seeing a healthy competition between Shador and Gabriel. He don't think that Shador was given the same um, opportunity as Gabriel was, as
Right.
far as you know personnel and or because it was a lot of discrepancy that they didn't let him finish the game with 2 minutes. They were down by one. They needed a field goal to win.
Dry.
Let
Get
two
everything
two
done.
let's and that's everybody's quarterback's dream. And we know Shador loves those type of moments because he has plenty of them in Colorado and in Jackson State where he will lead the team back and win the game for him,
Absolutely.
whatever. He wasn't given an option. And I saw no reason why them giving Snoop Huntley when they cut him today, that he
Yeah.
wasn't going to be on the roster. What the hell you? I mean, you said
Well,
you're supposed to be
it was
developing this kid though. You're supposed to
yeah,
be
it was
developing this kid.
they only signed him because that one game that Shador started, they didn't have no other quarterbacks to back him up.
No, but they had Flacco. He could have played shit.
Shit.
But see, and that's another thing. How they said Flacco earned the job. How you earn the job when your ass ain't played no preseason games and you giving the least amount of reps?
Flacco had to
That
get his permission slip
he on
from
no, that ain't
the
on
nursing
load management.
home.
He on load management. That's what
Yeah,
they do in the NBA because
yeah,
they
the
know
nursing
he's
home
41
wasn't letting
years old and they trying to get as much wear and tear out of him because they're gonna be on his ass. Them Cincinnati Bengals, Henderson gonna be coming off that edge in about 2 weeks. In
2 weeks.
about 2 weeks, and Flacco feet is stuck in is I would say sand, but I'm gonna say cement. He ain't going nowhere, bro.
Nah, I ain't going
Yeah, he
nowhere.
ain't making no moves. He just gonna hold and fold. That's what he gonna do. And so, anyways, but so what you think, man? You think if even if that was the case, do y'all think, or to what degree do y'all think has he been treated fairly as far as we competition wise, or we know it wasn't for the starting job, but at least for obtaining the second position on the team as a QB. What y'all think? You go first, D Mac.
I I'm on a fence with it. I No, from the standpoint of from what they said was going to happen. They said everybody would get a fair shot to start. They said there was a four-way competition to be the starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns on opening day. So there's no way possible that they gave him the same amount of snaps in practice and or preseason games as they did any of those other guys. Period. With the same personnel. I mean, he got sacked 5 times in about a quarter and a half on Saturday. I mean, and you talk about him, we talked about him making some errant throws, some bad throws. Yeah, I am gonna do that when I've been sacked 5 fucking times. You know, who paid these linemen this little extra? Did Gabriel pay these linemen some extra money to go on and get some Olay blocks? What the fuck was going on? That whole five. I tell you what, if he that whole five that was in front of him, they need to have a classifieds paper this morning. They all need
Oh,
to be.
yeah, four of those linemen that were blocking for Shador yesterday, they did get the axe.
And that's what I'm saying. But the on the other hand of it, see they just worded it wrong. They said we're gonna have a four-way competition for this quarterback job, which was bullshit to begin with. There's not enough snaps in the preseason for you to evaluate four guys for a starting position. Two, I give it to you, but four, no way. But
Right.
they treated Shador like a fifth round pick quarterback coming into a camp. That's how they treated him,
Yeah, yeah,
right? So
yeah. I'll
so
agree with that.
in that case, in that part of it, it was what it was. You know,
Mhm.
it was fair. That's the reps we saw and the personnel that we saw him with is that of a fifth round pick coming into camp. Okay. But they messed up trying to hype everybody up and get everybody off their back by saying everybody's going to have the same opportunity. You knew that wasn't going to be the case.
Coaches lie all the time, D Mac.
They do.
They lie all the time. Look,
Yeah.
hey, we as coaches, we tell our players all the time.
Yeah.
This is because we want to create what competition. That's what we want.
Competition.
That's what we want.
You
We
want
want your best every time you step on the practice field,
right.
right? And that's why we do it, right? That's
Absolutely.
why we do it.
Absolutely. But they could have
Get your
just as
stuff, T
easily
Hemp, if you're going.
they could have just as easily told him and Gabriel that they were in competition for the second spot. They
Yeah,
could have just as easily said that. They could have walked in there and told the two of them, hey, Flacco and Pickett are starting for the fighting spot in number two, and y'all fighting for the third. They could have been real with
yeah,
it. But don't sit out and tell the public, you know,
yeah. Yeah,
we got four people fighting for a starting job. That's bullshit.
we know what we know is bullshit, and I think ultimately they really want to Pickett to be the starter. They want to give him the opportunity because if he hadn't got hurt, I believe he'd probably be the one starting,
Yeah,
and Flacco would probably be the one backing up, and
right.
then Shador and or Gabriel will be the third, which probably would be Gabriel because like they Shador got no reps with the first team anyway, or
Zero.
Right.
going against the first team anyway on any opposition anyway. But here's the thing. Um, my thing here, only issue I have with this is that mostly everybody, including them, didn't think that he would clearly be there the last day of the draft. Everybody, his evaluation was no less than on most of them than a second round pick.
Absolutely.
So
And now as if people were tripping, which
yeah,
they
yeah, 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 yeah. So my thing is, if you feel like you said this was a value pick that you picked up because you moved up to get him, you took him from Philly, right?
right.
And you call it a value pick. Why treat him like a fifth round pick if you know that your evaluation you had him much higher on the board, right? Because like you said, you never thought he would be there the third day. You thought he would be gone, right? So that's my only thing. And if now here's my thing, I wouldn't have a problem with the way that they're evaluating and the way they're developing if that was if they had Matthew Stafford on a roster um, or Lamar Jackson or
Right.
Patrick Mahomes
Patrick
is
Mahomes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or somebody like that. But you don't have a starting quarterback.
They don't have
right.
nothing.
You don't
Right.
have nothing. You have a 41-year-old man that you're gonna run out there for your first game that hasn't started a ball game in 2 years
So
and hasn't played more than 7 games in the last 5 years in the NFL
so
in a
and,
season. In a season.
and now here's my thing. Here's my thing. The Cleveland Browns are now paying 5 quarterbacks to be on their squad this year. 5. Because they still got Deshaun who's hurt. You know, yeah, he's on IR. He doesn't have a roster spot. But where most teams got 3 quarterbacks on roster, two of them play and one is an emergency quarterback, they got 4 quarterbacks on roster. Are you telling me, Cleveland, that you don't need one or two of those roster spots for some
A
other week?
safety, a DB, an extra lineman.
Right, because y'all
Mostly use those for like special team type of people,
right,
people who can play,
because
skill position. Yeah,
y'all weak, y'all picked third in the draft. And now you're gonna have 4 quarterbacks that you're paying instead of paying us, like Bobby said, a safety, a receiver, a running back, something that can help your squad.
Ella kicker the way they kicker kick. They should use if you're gonna use it for a one person position, get another kicker because
Right.
he ain't sold. I ain't sold on him. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
You
And who
got
they
three.
got kicking?
You gonna have and all they're gonna do, one of those guys will be inactive most weeks or
But you can't
whatever.
put him. They ain't gonna put him on a roster, practice squad because they know he'll get gaffled up.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So with all they wasting roster spots.
Well,
What do
to
you
my
have? Why is Kenny Pickett there? I don't know why he is at the practice since the fourth day of training camp. Why is he there?
They should have let
yeah,
him go.
You ain't paying him but $4 million, bro.
They should have let that man go.
yeah, to my understanding, if this all goes the way it's supposed to go, that Shador would be the one every week that would be inactive.
I understand,
Yeah,
but
so
they're still wasting a roster spot.
right.
They,
Well,
they,
hey,
they,
Cleveland think they going to the Super Bowl. Shit,
for
they
all
good.
intents and purposes,
They should.
Cleveland only has 49 roster spots
Yeah,
because they done wasted 4 on quarterbacks. You got 3 people holding a fucking clipboard.
yeah, yeah. Well, they had said something.
This is for Cleveland.
So if
Yeah.
let's just put the Cleveland Browns on the clock with the number 1 pick right now. I don't know who they getting. I ain't saying it. And if they go get another quarterback,
Archie Manning.
an asinine, uh,
Archie Manning.
you know, if they even think about going that route, that would be stupid. But they need to start figuring out who they need to pick up right now because you got 4 roster spots slanted for quarterbacks and you got most of your salary cap is going to one dude who ain't playing. Come on, man. That
Here's the thing. They ain't wasted too much. They ain't wasting no money on on these 4 quarterbacks.
they
That's for
not
damn sure. They ain't wasted. They ain't wasted no bread on. They ain't wasted enough money on Deshaun Watson. They ain't wasting no money on these other 4 dudes because
right.
they
They
giving
not
Flacco and Pickett $4 million. Dylan Gabriel, I don't know what his contract is. It ain't that he a third rounder. Whatever
yeah
third rounder's getting. And Shador getting $740,000 for the year.
right
So they ain't wasting no money. That's why I knew they wouldn't cut him. His upside is too high, right,
yeah
for what you're paying him. You're not
yeah
investing nothing in him, but the potential is that there is some potential there, and because you're not really that invested in him, why
right
why let him go? I mean, it
right.
ain't costing you nothing. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
fact.
I knew they wouldn't do that, and they ain't gonna let him go because, hell, not to mention he got the number one selling rookie jersey. That got to count for something. You know what I'm saying? And he's the most popular dude
It's
in Cleveland.
it's
And when
counting
the last time Cleveland Browns been relevant? That's what I want to know.
it's counting for a whole lot, but I don't know. It's the Cleveland Browns or whatever.
Yeah, I just I think like a lot of us, I would hope that they did put him on the practice squad. I really don't want to see him there though. I said it before the season started that Cleveland Browns is a graveyard for quarterbacks. I don't believe in this guy talking about this Kevin Stefanski, even though they said he's been twice coach of the year, that he's no guru or the quarterback whisperer or whatever the hell they want to call him. The guy went 3-14 last year. And, I just find that that's laughable that you can only win 3 games in a 17-game season with professional athletes on your team.
I have to agree with you on that,
You
brother.
you that should never happen.
No,
You only win 3 games out of 17, and you have professionals on your roster. That,
yeah,
that should never happen. I mean, I find that just the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life. You know what I'm saying? So, and I know there's teams that done worse, but those coaches didn't last either. So,
right. They didn't last,
yeah.
right?
So, and I don't know how long they're gonna let this wave go because their first 6 games is tough. I
Yeah,
think
this is it.
last week.
This is it for him, bro, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is it.
Yeah,
They got
well, it should be it. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to see him go somewhere where, other than there, anyways. I never did like him going there. Like I said, they've had 40 quarterbacks since 99.
yep.
44. That's absurd. 40 different quarterbacks since 1999. That is absurd, dude. That
That's
is ridiculous.
and
I don't.
then and then people like Baker Mayfield go to other teams and be all pros.
Right. Oh, Deshaun Watson came from a place where he was very successful, and
Right,
he don't know how to play quarterback no more.
right. All of a sudden, he don't know how to play
He
quarterback.
can't. Yeah, he can't do shit no more. So but we got the quarterback whisperer there, So, anyways, we up at it. We up against D Mac. What you got for us today, man? So we can get up out of here.
I'm gonna start us off with a quick funny this week. I'm gonna start us off with a funny. Hold on,
Oh,
let me
wait. Before that, I was gonna do straight ass straight cash.
do it.
Y'all want to do a quick round straight ass straight cash?
Let's
Yeah.
do it.
Okay, straight up straight ass. Let's do it. Okay, we was talking about Michael Parsons, right? Michael Parsons, straight ass or straight cash. What happened to D Mac on here? Hold on, D Mac. I gotta get you on here. There you go. Straight ass or straight cash. Will Michael Parsons play in the first game for the Dallas Cowboys? Straight ass or cash. What you got?
I'm gonna say straight cash. He will play, but straight ass for sitting on that damn bench, laid out, falling asleep during the football game. You had the sympathy of everybody on your side until you pulled that stunt. Don't do professional athletes. Don't make an ass of yourself on the bench in front of 75,000. So
You got it. Yeah, and I say straight cash too. Yes, he will play. He'll be on the damn field. They'll probably hash out the contract in the next day or so. But yeah, that was a childish move. When he out on the field, I'm sure he want all his teammates, standing up, rah rah, and cheering him on and all of that. You can't cheer for these guys that's supposed to be your brothers in your brothers in battle and all of that. You sitting over there on the side.
laying down on a damn medical bench.
Yeah, that was bad.
Hey, dog. I call it cash too. He's gonna play because he's only making about $3 million a year. He ain't about to give up $1 million a game. They say if
Right.
every game he don't play, he lose $1 million.
Yeah, so he'll
So
be on
yeah,
the field.
yeah, he'll be on the field. But I heard he turned down $214 million contract too, which is equate to about $40 million a year.
Is that
Yeah,
what is that what Jerry Jones said that he went?
yeah,
Well, Jerry Jones. The thing is, he said he went to Parsons and they agreed on it, and they went
Yeah.
to the agent, and then the agent said, "Stick it up your ass." Which I don't believe that at all.
Is he
So
worth straight cash? Is he worth $40 million a year?
no,
Just
no,
ass,
look at his play.
ass, ass.
straight
No,
ass. He's not
I
worth.
don't believe he's worth it though. I
And
don't
I
see.
read you his stats on Friday. I read you his stats on Friday. He has not finished first in sacks. He ain't even played a full season since he's been in the league.
And I'm
So
a cowboy, and I'm a Cowboy fan. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I wouldn't pay him no $40 million.
he's one dimensional. He can't stop the run.
Can't stop the run. He ain't got enough ass on him. He ain't got enough
Right.
ass on him to stop the run.
He can't set the edge if you run at him. He
No,
can't.
he
no.
So
need
no.
ass like that picture on the left side to stop the run.
Now I tell people all the time, like, here's my thing. Dan Quinn's defense scheme, he plays the five technique, and he comes off that, and that's what you have to have him in
Yep.
order for him to be successful. You can't have him dropping off into the flats and covering, doing that all the shit that Zimmerman had him doing last year. You know, that's not his game, dog. You know what I'm saying?
It's
He is
not
not a. He should be using for what his strength is, dog. So to pay him, because like you, I think the most sacks he had in 1 year was 14, right? I think that's what it was.
Yeah,
14
yeah,
sacks. I think that's the most he's had in his career. So he is a hell of a talent, no question. He
yeah.
is. But I
yeah,
wouldn't pay him. I wouldn't pay him $40 million. I'm with you because and really he working off of no leverage anyway. Because all Jerry got to do is put a franchise tag on him for the next couple of years,
Right.
right,
right?
right.
So
Yep.
I mean, really, you ain't really he ain't got no leverage to be honest with you. So to turn down $214 million contract is
Yeah.
crazy.
I hope Jerry's lying about that. That's what I hope.
Yeah, yeah. Well, look, one thing about Jerry, he take his time about paying him, but he always pay him well. He's never
Right.
not paid his players,
Right.
right? He
He's all
always give them the top value or whatever, which is to a fault. Because Dak Prescott should have never got that kind of bread.
Well,
and
But
you know what?
Jerry made that comment. He said the last two big contracts he gave Dak, and then Dak got hurt. He gave CD a big contract, and CD got hurt. So I think that's been a little leery. But again, this is all Hollywood. This is I need the all and for preseason. I need all eyes on Dallas. The hell with Cleveland. We got a soap opera down here, and I'm gonna milk this shit until kickoff of the first day.
All right.
So
So,
Jerry
Also,
know how to run this.
I think Jerry. I honestly, I think Jerry was waiting on the Bengals and Hendrickson to look at the money.
you,
I'll
oh,
go with that.
so Hendrick, because Hendrickson, you say what was his contract? He got an extra 17 million
Got
for
an
this year,
extra
14 million
14
this year.
this year. Yeah, I bet you. I think he was waiting on all the D ends, all of that position, those edge rushers, to finish their contracts up, so he could and then come in and balance him and do a balance act
Okay.
with his contract.
That might be the case, but like I said, Michael Parsons, man, you skating uphill with ice skates on. So, anyways, and that's just my personal opinion. I'm a Cowboy fan, but anyways, straight ass, straight cash. Can the Kansas City Chiefs win the AFC West again for what's this will be fifth straight year or something like that?
I'm going. I'm gonna go straight cash. The Raiders still don't have a number two at wide receiver, and Jacoby Myers wants a new contract. So I don't even know what his status is.
He asked for a trade today.
So you ask, and then you're starting a rookie tailback. There's it's the Raiders are the Raiders. The Raiders ain't been shit since that lineman snuck on down to San Diego and got a voodoo thrown on them when they went to the Super Bowl that year. That organization ain't been shit since, and they ain't gonna be shit now. Kansas City will win the West.
Yeah, Kansas City wins the West.
So you got straight cash on that, huh?
Straight
Yeah,
cash.
straight
That's a
cash.
tough, that's a tough division, man. Denver, hey man, Denver knocking on that door and shows the Chargers, man. Y'all don't think Harbaugh got enough gumption to get his
San
team over the hump?
Diego
Not to not
Superchargers.
to not not to overthrow the the champ right now. I don't think maybe a year away, maybe a couple of players away or something.
Mhm.
But right now, I can't see the Chargers or Denver uh, winning the West.
Okay, all right.
It's gonna be a tight race in there, and they might get three of their teams in the playoffs. They might. I don't know about Denver yet. I'm not sold on Sean Payton. So
Yeah, Kansas
You ain't
City.
sold on Sean Payton and Bo Nix, huh?
Kansas City got a little bad taste in their mouth from last year, so I think they in
Ain't
rebuild.
that the first game Philly against Kansas City?
Philly against Dallas.
Philly against Dallas.
Y'all got the first game.
Oh shit!
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Y'all got the first game, player.
Ah, damn, dog. Damn. Oh man, it's gonna be what? That was gonna be my straight cash too. Will Dallas win more than 6 games this year? Oh man, hey, I just ain't sold with Brian Schottenheimer, dog. I don't give a damn. Hey, look, I just have to call it like it is, dog. I ain't sold on Brian Schottenheimer. He ain't his daddy Marty. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? And
right.
so I just really ain't sold on him, dog. So I'm gonna call ass on that one, shit. You know, yeah. But
Hey, hey. Oh, go ahead, Kai. If you got one more straight ass to straight cash.
no, no. Will the Rams win the NFC West?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Straight ass, straight cash. What's that then?
It goes
Straight
back
ass.
to St. Louis.
Straight ass.
Straight ass.
The
Straight
Rams.
ass.
Is
Okay.
Merlin Nelson on the team? Deacon
Okay.
Jones.
So that was my thing. Straight ass, straight cash. Can Matthew Stafford make it through the season with so-called bad back? I don't think he
Pat
had a bad back.
Hayden.
No.
No, I don't
Uh,
think he had a bad back. I just think his ass wasn't ready. He wasn't ready to come off vacation.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
I don't think it's that bad. I mean,
Yeah,
will he make it through a season though? I mean,
yeah,
you never know.
yeah.
Uh, you never know. But seriously, the reason that I say that the Rams won't win the West is because of scheduling, right? So they play in the first place schedule this year,
Mm-hmm.
and uh, you got Seattle and the Niners kind of playing the second and third place schedules. Their schedules are easier, so it's not, and the division games are going to be tough anyway, but it's all about the non-division schedule.
Yeah,
Who got the easier games
yeah.
at the end?
All right, D Mac, give us one so we can get up out of here, man. Just as speak up on it. We got D Mac. You got D Mac. Give you his final thoughts for the day.
Here's my thought for the day. At some point, Was somebody else's booty call?
Oh, man.
Say that again.
At some point, the love of your life was somebody else's booty call.
Oh shit! Damn, people don't like to think like that, D man. That's like saying your trash is somebody else's treasure. Goddamn.
Now you know what's gonna happen tonight about 6:15. Oh boy,
that?
gonna go home and gonna be looking at his like.
I had to start us off with a
Hey man, you can't. Hey, look man, you can't do them like that, dog.
I'm going downstairs right now, just like this, Matt. Is that right? I'm just gonna say, is that right?
Is that right?
Hey, you walking in the house looking at your girl sideways, dog. Like that, man. You don't want to. Hey man, everybody was somebody else at some other point in time in life.
Go say, how many times during the week did you leave the house at 12:30?
Hey man, look, it was everybody was somebody else at another point in time.
At some point, bro.
At some point in time, man.
I'm just talking facts. I'm just
Hey,
speaking.
you have to live with that type of stuff, though, man. That's just the way life goes. Don't get mad about it.
If the doctor feels counseling couch is gonna be full, or the divorce rate about to go up.
Hey,
So to that we say,
we out.
we out. Peace.
Hey, thank you guys for chiming in with your messages. Keep the messages coming.
For sure. This is the Kind K Show. Here's what we speak up on it Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
Subscribe, like, comment. You know what I'm saying? We on Rumble, TikTok, K Speak Up on it, YouTube, and Facebook, of course. We out.